Alright, we are doing a Brady Bunch band episode. And we are going to break it down, see how feasible it is, if it really would exist, what we think about it, and, stuff like that. Alright, it says, The Brady Bunch wasn't actually a hit in the 70s when it
That is not feasible. Fuck that.
when it was originally aired, but got most of its fans due to years of course, years of something. It cut off.
Brady Bunch? Isn't that one with that family?
Yeah, that one with that family. Of course, he was cured of his addiction by the end of the half hour. I don't know, this is cut into something. And everything was dandy until the next week's adventure. I think I cut some of this on this Creepypasta here. Anyways, one of the episodes that makes me laugh to this day is Bobby's Hero. Season 4, episode 17, where Bobby develops a fixation in the 1800s outlaw Jesse James, even going so far as to write a book report about him.
Booger?
Book report. Oh. Yeah, he wrote a booker about him. Bobby had romanticized Jesse as a Wild West hero until
just romanticized.
until one night he had a dream.
Oh God.
Bobby and his family are riding a train dressed in a 19th century garb. They're the only ones on the train and all sitting on the same side.
Oh, I bet.
Suddenly, Jesse James breaks into the train and demands everyone throw their wallets and purses in the air for him. The family is terrified except for Bobby. He jumps up and says, "Wow, I never thought I'd get to meet you.
Wow!
You're a great guy." After Jesse's collected everyone's belongings, he orders them to turn away from him and face the train windows. "Why are you doing that, Jesse?" Bobby asked. "So I can shoot them, of course," is Jesse's reply. With that, he begins to walk down the aisle, pointing his gun and yelling "bang" at each member of the family. He doesn't actually fire the gun, but both parents and each of the kids flail dramatically and slump over to their seats as if dead. Bobby, shocked, screams, "No, Jesse, no." He wakes up from the dream, realizing that just maybe Jesse James isn't the cool dude he made him out to be after all. The family's relieved to hear this, and the episode ends on its usual saccharine note. I used to have a blog where I recapped and commented on TV shows and wrote an entry about the specific episode of The Brady Bunch. I mentioned how it reminded me of the old Western movies my dad watched where people will get shot, but there's never any blood or visible injury. Of course, in today's movies and TV shows, depending on the network, bleeding wounds are no big deal. Sitting there, 10 minutes of HBO show Deadwood would probably have probably have caused the Brady family to spontaneously combust. I got a handful of comments on my blog from other people who were amused by this episode. A few days after it was posted, I got this email from someone with the address jessejames1973@hotmail.com. I wonder if that exists. Saw your post about 417. We wanted to go more edgy and more realistic with it, but ABC ordered us to destroy it after seeing the rough cut. Not sure why I kept this, but check it out if you like. I can't leave this up very long and risk being identified by the network. Please do not circulate. Thanks, S.
Thanks, ass.
Below that was a web address which sounded very generic, even though it was no longer operable a few days after I received the email. I won't post it here, and there's no record of it ever being registered, which is bizarre. Hoping I wasn't setting up myself for a computer virus, I went to the website listed. The page was blank except for a video post in the middle. It preloaded quickly. It was only about a minute long. It was a shooting on the train portion of the Brady Bunch episode. You can find the one that actually aired on YouTube. The video started of the same Jesse James orders the family to hand over their wallets and purse as Bobby excitedly dances around his hero. They're ordered to turn and face the windows, and Bobby asks why. "So I can kill them, of course," Jesse replies. The first change from the aired episode. Jesse aims the gun, and instead of yelling "bang," he actually shoots each family member. Parents Mike and Carol are first, and blood trickles from the holes in their forehead. Greg runs up to Jesse to take the gun, but is hit in the center of the chest and falls down on top of Peter, who sobs in fear until killed as well. Jan and Marcia, who are holding onto each other and screaming in fright, are each shot several times in the face. One of the bullets is a miss and goes through the window behind them, shattering it. Cindy, the youngest girl, sits in the frontmost seat and shakes in silence as Jesse slowly walks up to the aisle to her, dragging a wide-eyed Billy along with him. Jesse kneels down and grins at Cindy. "Don't worry, sweetheart," he says. "It'll all be over soon." Turning to Bobby, he holds out his gun. "Still want to be like me?" Bobby hesitates, then takes the gun and breaks into a huge smile. "Partners?" he asks. Jesse gives him a thumbs up, and Bobby points the gun at Cindy. As he's about to pull the trigger, Cindy holds up her doll and the infamous kitty carryall, and the doll gets shot instead. Blood pours out of the doll as Bobby wakes up from his dream. Though startled, he quickly recovers and smiles. "Partners with Jesse James," he whispers. "Wow." That was the end of the clip. A sequence like this may have worked in a modern TV show, but in the Brady Bunch world, no way. Besides being too graphic for 70s standards, it was too twisted. I did try using some software to save the video, but it wouldn't work. And like I said, a few days later, the site no longer worked. Not as if I wanted it to watch over and over. I literally couldn't believe what I had seen. I wonder if S has shared this with anyone else. That's the Brady Bunch band episode.
Not.
You don't think they ever made it? Probably not. I don't know. I mean, it's...
I mean, you never know. I mean, obviously, you know.
There's some stuff that happened back in the 70s, though, like...
I know, people started eating poop back then. Now it's like this whole, like, oh, scat fetish. Crazy fucks.
Well, I mean, it's just the fact that, like, back in the 60s...
I'm gonna play against a guy named Unfed Unicorn.
And 60s and 70s were a big deal with the way that people were being all depressed, and a lot of people were on medication. I don't doubt that
a lot of people are on medication. There's a lot of people on medication today.
Well,
I'm one of them.
People who are on medication today want that. But I don't know. You'd be surprised in the type of
Crazy crap that goes on, I know.
Well, I mean, they'll be like, okay, we're gonna air this version. Then we'll air that version. You know, like our little shows, I say, okay, we'll do a dumb version like you want.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a serious version like I want.
Oh, I want the dumb version. I see.
All right, the
unserious.
Yeah, the unserious version. And they would do the same thing too. They're like, you know, we're gonna let's do something that's, you know, we're gonna go outlandish with this. Let's actually put blood in it. Let's do it this way. See how it plays. If it doesn't play at all, we'll make a different version. We'll make the average version that people are used to seeing.
I wanted to do an episode of Boy Meets World. You know, have Topanga go and start serial killing now.
Topanga.
Like cut Corey's head off and then his top head.
And his top head.
Yeah, cut his head off and then his top head. His other head. Whoa, you didn't realize guys had two heads?
Well, you had said cut his head off, and you were motioning to your neck, and then his top head.
No, I went cut his head off, like as in like a saw. I didn't go cut his head off.
Well, the way that your arm was, you should have put the.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Either way. But that would be cool. Like I said, you know, this summer we're gonna have to go around trying to find ourselves some
zombie slayer,
zombie killer.
You gotta go like this and like bang them together.
With our powers combined, we will kill the zombies.
Be like all like, yeah, wham! Both of us snap right here.
Our arms break.
Exactly.
They have to cut the bands to fix our arm. Like, no.
Like, no. Just leave the arm.
I'll just have a crinkly, you know, floppy arm.
That'd be crazy playing like this.
Like it hurts every single time.
Exactly.
Yeah, but yours is right arm.
And to masturbate and be like, oh shit. Oh.
It hurts so good.
It hurts so good. Rob. Put it up. Anyway.
Anyways, so, I don't know. I would say...
Fat.
That? Probably, this probably isn't the more feasible ones. But I mean, I never told you that one before, right?
Uh-oh.
The Brady Bunch one? Yeah. I've never seen that episode either, so it's...
Wait, they actually have, like, one of them was a real episode?
Yeah, they actually made that episode.
No, I mean, like, did it air?
Yeah, because, like...
They made the bloody one, and then they made the non-bloody one.
Well, what aired was the one where he's like, bang, 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 like, fall down, and they're quote-unquote dead.
Yeah.
And that's when he wakes up.
Yeah, and then they made the other one, which was an actual more bloody one, right?
Yeah, where he's, slaughtering the family.
Let's pee it up.
Let's pee it up. Alright, so that was our breakdown of that creepypasta.
Yeah, and for some reason when I heard creepypasta, I was not thinking of, like, those tales of, like, lost episodes of... I thought you were talking about, like, actual pasta. Like, there's a pasta dish here, and it's really creepy. It's got this, this, and this. Let's break it down and see if it's real. I didn't realize that creepypasta was...
That's what they call those things.
Wow, because I'm totally thinking of real pasta. I'm like, all right, we'll do this pasta shit.
All right, we'll split the plate, and you eat half the pasta. I'll eat the other half, and we'll see if it's real.
See if it's real.
This meatball tastes like dog food. I don't think it's real.
I don't think it's real. This one tastes like plastic.
My noodles, they kind of taste like paper mache.
These noodles are wiggling. Oh, they're worms. Okay.
So, what do you think? Is real, false?
I'm gonna go with false. So, what are you gonna go with? Or are you gonna go with undecided?
I'll probably go with undecided on this one.
Yeah.
Because if I say
it's false, nigga.
Because I can't necessarily say that happened, but I can't also say that they didn't do it, because some channels, some places
do some fucked up shit.
Exactly. So I'll be undecided, and you'll be
false.
False.
Like a cyclone.
Like a cyclone. So
bam, snap, right on time.
That is our first...
My grandma got drunk on her fucking wine.
That is our first creepypasta breakdown. Hope somebody enjoyed it.
I did.
Oh.